Good morning everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're off on another adventure here in Thailand, which is pretty exciting. We're off to Kanchanaburi and the bridge over the River Kwai. Famous for the movie, but more famous or infamous for the treatment of prisoners of war and of course Thai nationals who were slave labor for the building of the bridge. So we're pretty excited about that. It's a couple of hours, 2.5 hours. We're currently in Bangkok, whizzing up there, and we're going to try and see as much as we possibly can and get as much as we can on the camera. So we'd really like you to come and join us on this trip. And big hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. Really glad to have you guys on board, and thanks so much for the support of everybody else who are still with us and supporting us as we try and progress this journey. So guys, off we go and let's have a great day together. Okay, so we've actually arrived now at the River Kwai Resort 2. Is on the same site as the two River Kwai resorts, and they're approximately 1 kilometer from the bridge itself. So we're going to take you through the room before we start, and then later on what we're going to do is go through a process of, while showing you where we're going to go, we're going to head off to the bridge a little bit later, and we'll pick it up from there. So let's take a look at the room. Okay, so here we go again. Let's have a quick look. Room. This is what we are looking at. This is a garden view room, double bed. To be honest, looks pretty impressive here. We've got a nice television there, and if I can spin it around a little bit, as you can see there, we have some great cupboard space, nice to be seen there. And then as we move around, a very decent little spot to do editing should we require that. So as we move back through, let's see what the bathroom has to offer. Not quite the lounge. So wow, quite a good space here, nice and large, as you can see, lots of space, big shower, and I have to say, all in all, pretty impressive. So it's a great room. Okay, so we've just arrived at the River Kwai Bridge, which is behind me over here, and we're going to make our way across shortly just to have a nice look at it. It's different to what I imagined, not the bridge, but the area. I just kind of imagined it more desolate for some strange reason, but it isn't. As you can see, there's lots of stalls here with people selling goods, but it is a tourist resort, so what I wouldn't expect anything else, to be fair. So yeah, let's have a little wander. And this is the rail track that leads to the station slightly down there, which is pretty nice to see. And as you can see, I'm going to turn the other way. And it's exceedingly busy, so you're never really going to get a sort of private shot of the bridge itself, which is kind of why I want to get the drone up in the air. I'm just waiting for snow to come out. Loads of stalls looking at all of the tourists as we are. It's very busy considering this is Thailand's low season. It's very, very busy. Now I know you can walk on the bridge and you guys are more than welcome to do that. For me, I just don't want to be amongst millions of tourists. I'm trying to see a different perspective, that's all. And to show you guys sort of what it looks like from maybe a slightly different perspective as everyone else is taking that kind of footage, whereas I am trying as hard as I can to keep it different. Not sure if I'm succeeding, but this is the general idea. It's quite amazing to think the prisoners of war built this like they have. It's just like, wow. Fantastic. Okay, so this is the other side of the bridge. As you can see, we've just walked by that now. And we're going to take a different perspective again. There's the River Kwai restaurant just to the left, which I suspect they didn't have when building the bridge. And that was a touch of sarcasm. Of course they didn't. They were treated terribly. And this is very much a tourist resort. I get it. But I really want to see some of the real stuff, which we will get to do either in this video or we will make a separate video with more of what we see here today. But I just think back, if I think about this, I think, gosh, all those thousands of men that died for this railway. I saw a picture a little earlier when the Allied bombs had hit around the sides of this bridge. It's quite moving to see. Killed some of the POWs as well, though. But yeah, they were trying to knock it out. So this is Thailand. And if you think about, which you can't see in the video, if you think about the heat and the humidity, and this is the cooler season, how these guys did it, you have to show absolutely utter respect for what they've done for the world. So we've been to the River Kwai. Don't know if you can see me better that way. Yeah, we've been to the River Kwai Bridge. We've been to what we thought was to be a cemetery, but in fact it was just the most amazing view of the river. So we've got some video of that. It's beautiful. And now we are in a Ban Suan Hua. Ban chuan bua. Hey, see ya. Ban chuan bua. Well, I don't know. I thought I was fluent in Thai for a second then, but I'm not. Apparently not. Ban chuan bua. Ban chuan. Swan. Ban chuan bua. I am fluent in Thai after all. Who knew? Yeah. Oh, food as well, too. So we are in Ban Suan Bua, and we're having, which is, don't laugh at me, I'm fluent in Thai. Oh, cup and cup. That's my French fries arriving, lovely. And we are having a meal after a nice long day, and it's really, really very good. That's 80 baht for this meal. The French fries are 70 baht for that, so 150 baht, and this is very, very tasty. Seriously, very, very good. I would recommend it as a meal. And my friend over here has got some fried chicken and chips and stuff. He says it's fantastic. So, yep, fully recommend this. Delicious.